Behind the avoidant person's distance, their mixed signals, their hot and cold behavior, their flat tone, and all their words about not being ready for a relationship or needing space or wanting to be alone, there is a deeper truth they cannot say out loud and may not even fully see inside themselves. They only want you. Not in a casual way, where you are one option among many. Not in a light way, where you are just the current person they are talking to for a while. You are the person they want in a way that frightens them. The wanting is so focused, so strong, and so real that it threatens every wall they have built to protect themselves. An avoidant person is used to staying emotionally far from everyone. They are used to keeping people at a safe distance, to never letting one person become too important, to always having an escape route ready. This is how they feel in control. But with you, something different happened. You slipped past their defenses in a way other people never did. You matter to them in a way that feels risky and overwhelming. They think about you all the time, even in the very moments when they are stepping back, ignoring you, or telling you they need space. They compare everyone else to you and feel that other people fall short. Your presence affects them. Your silence affects them. Your attention, your withdrawal, your voice, your absence, all move them in ways they cannot manage or even describe. They cannot control how much you get under their skin, and they cannot easily admit this to themselves or to you. This strong focus on you, this fact that you are the one they really want, even though their patterns make it look like they do not want anyone, is exactly what activates their strongest defenses. The more they want you, the more afraid they feel. The more you matter, the more they feel an urgent need to pull back. The more real their feelings become, the more they feel they must hide, deny, or push those feelings away. Their whole defensive system turns on most powerfully with the people who matter most, which means the worst parts of their avoidant behavior are often aimed at you precisely because you are the one they actually want. When you start to see this paradox, when you understand that the avoidant person's withdrawal and distance are happening not because you are unimportant, but because you are the one they want most, something becomes clearer. It shows you the depth of the war going on inside them and the sadness of their pattern. Their pattern stops them from being with the very person their heart has chosen. They only want you, but the intensity of that desire is so frightening that they feel they must push you away just to reduce the fear you bring up inside them. Their connection with you is different from their usual pattern, and this difference shows up in very specific ways. These are the ways that reveal you are not just another person they are chatting with or keeping around. When you understand these differences, you can see why your connection with them feels more confusing, more painful, and more intense than what you know they have had with others before you, or even with other people around them now. One of the first signs that you are different is the strength of their reactions to you, both when things feel close and when things feel distant. With most people, the avoidant person keeps a steady wall. They can talk, joke, hang out, or even date, but they stay emotionally controlled and never feel too activated. Nothing gets too deep. Nothing feels too risky. They can enjoy themselves without feeling like they are losing control. With you, their reactions become louder inside them. When they are close to you, they feel real happiness, real attraction, and a sense of connection that goes beyond surface-level fun. They may feel unusually open, alive, or present. And then, when they pull away, the withdrawal is stronger too. Their walls come up higher. Their discomfort feels sharper. Their need to escape feels more urgent. This rise in intensity on both sides shows that you touch them at a deeper level. You have reached places in their heart that their usual defenses cannot fully cover. Their focus on you is also different because they cannot just shrug you off and move on the way they normally do. A typical avoidant strategy is to let things fade, to slowly pull back, to detach, to find new people to talk to, and to distract themselves so they do not have to feel loss or longing. For most connections, this works very well for them. They can tell themselves a story that it was not that serious, that the other person did not really matter, and in time, the feeling fades. But with you, this usual formula does not work. Even when they try to put you out of their mind, you keep coming back to their thoughts. Even when they try to talk to someone new, they find themselves comparing that person to you and feeling that something is missing. They might check your social media, wonder what you are doing, or feel a twist in their stomach when they imagine you getting close to someone else. They may try to move on, yet feel pulled back toward you in small and big ways. Sometimes they reach out after long silence, not because they are suddenly healed, but because they cannot fully cut the tie. This is often not how they behave with others. With other people, they might simply disappear and never come back. With you, something keeps tugging at them. This ongoing preoccupation shows that the connection you created inside them has left a mark that their defenses cannot simply erase. The quality of the bond they feel with you is also different from what they feel with most people. Usually, an avoidant person stays on the surface. They can be charming, funny, or even affectionate, but they keep their real inner world hidden. This distance feels safe. It protects them from shame, from rejection, and from feeling like they need someone too much. With you, there have been moments where those walls came down, even if only a little. They may have told you things about their past, their fears, their family, or their inner life that they rarely share. They may have felt strangely safe with you in certain moments, like they could breathe more easily or be a little more themselves. They may have felt seen and understood in a way that was soothing and terrifying at the same time. In your presence, they may have experienced a glimpse of what a real, stable relationship could feel like if they were able to stay open. That sense of comfort and ease of being accepted and not judged is exactly what challenges their usual balance. You become dangerous to their emotional system, not because you are harmful, but because you invite them into a level of closeness they are not used to tolerating. And because that closeness feels so good, it becomes something they cannot forget and cannot easily replace. Their behavior with you often looks more chaotic and confusing than with anyone else. With people who do not matter as much, the avoidant person can simply hold the line. They keep their distance, maintain a polite or friendly connection, and feel little internal struggle. They may not even think deeply about these people once the interaction is over. With you, there is obvious inner conflict. You can almost feel two sides of them fighting each other. One side wants to move toward you, to text you, to see you, to talk for hours, to feel held and known. The other side is terrified of needing you, of being seen too deeply, of losing their independence or sense of control. This battle inside them turns into behaviors that look confusing from the outside. They chase you and then disappear. They share something personal and then shut down. They make plans and then suddenly cancel. They tell you how much they care and then act like you are just another person in their life. They may say they want a future with you and then vanish for days or weeks. This is not simply random cruelty, even though it feels cruel. It is the sign of a nervous system that is trapped between hunger for connection and fear of vulnerability. This war inside them is so intense with you because the stakes are higher. You are not an extra. You are not a background character. You are the one they would have to truly show up for, the one who could reach their deepest wounds, the one who could see both their beauty and their brokenness. Choosing you would mean risking more than they have ever risked with anyone else. That is why their system fights so hard. Another way their focus on you breaks their usual pattern is in how you disturb their rotation of options. many avoidant people keep several light connections going at once. They might text multiple people, flirt casually, or keep weak ties so they never feel fully alone. These connections stay shallow enough that no single person ever becomes too important. But with you, they may find that those other connections lose their appeal. They might still talk to other people, but it feels flat. They might keep dating others, but it feels empty and forced. Even if they try to distract themselves, something feels off. You live in the back of their mind like a quiet presence that does not leave. Even if they are with someone else, they notice that the emotional energy is not the same as it was with you. This is what makes you non-interchangeable. You are not just another person they can swap out and replace. The way you see them, the safety you offer, the depth you carry, and the kind of connection that grew between you has a unique shape. Their heart recognizes that shape, even if their mind refuses to admit it. Their fear with you is also different. It is bigger, louder, and more intense than what they feel with other people. They fear losing you in a way that hits at their core. The idea of really needing you, of letting you inside fully, feels like standing at the edge of a cliff without a guardrail. They are scared of depending on you, scared of disappointing you, scared of being abandoned once you see their flaws, and scared of being trapped in something they do not know how to manage. This fear shows up in paradoxical ways. They might act like they do not care, but the panic underneath their calm face grows whenever things get too close or too serious. They might say they are better off alone, but inside they feel the ache of missing you. They might insist they are not ready for a relationship, but they are secretly, deeply afraid of losing the only person who has ever felt like home to their nervous system. If you did not matter, they would not feel this afraid. If you were just another person, letting you go would be easy, and staying distant would feel natural. The intensity of their fear is proof of the importance of the bond. The stronger their defenses around you, the more meaningful you are to them. Their nervous system is trying to protect itself from the very thing it wants most. Their awareness of you is also different from how they see others. They notice small changes in your tone. They remember stories you told them weeks or months ago. They recall your preferences, your fears, your dreams, the way you move, the look on your face when you are hurt, the things that make you light up. They might pretend not to care. They might act distracted or distant, but inside they are paying attention. They might check up on you quietly, watching what you post or asking mutual friends what you are doing. They might sense when something is off with you, even when you have not said anything. This level of attention is not given to everyone. It is reserved for the person who has become emotionally important, the person their heart keeps circling back to. Beyond these general differences, there are concrete signs that show you are not just another person they are avoiding. One of the clearest signs is that they keep finding ways to stay connected, even after pulling away, or even after saying the relationship is over. They may send you a random message with a small excuse, like asking a simple question they could have asked anyone or looked up themselves. They may reply to your stories, like your posts, or watch your content consistently. They might suggest that you stay friends, even though they know that the bond between you is much deeper than casual friendship. Sometimes they show up in places where they know you might be, and sometimes this is not an accident. They keep a thin thread between you and them, something that keeps you from becoming a complete stranger. This ongoing low-level connection allows them to feel that you are still there in the background, still somehow available, even if they are not ready to step back into full closeness. This pattern is not how they behave with everyone. With people who did not reach them deeply, they can cut things off and never look back. They can block, ignore, move on, and not think twice. But with you, they struggle to fully detach. The pull toward you is too strong to completely cut the cord. Even when they try to end it, they rarely end it cleanly. There are loose ends, unfinished sentences, open doors. They may say, maybe in the future, or I just need time, or I don't know what I want. These phrases are not just confusion. They are a way of keeping you close enough so they do not have to face the pain of losing you entirely. Underneath all the mixed signals and distance, there is a simple truth. You are the person they actually want. You are the one who slipped through their armor. You are the one they think of when they wake up at night, the one they imagine when they think about what real closeness might feel like if only they were not so afraid. Their behavior does not always show this truth in a kind or clear way. In fact, their fear often makes them treat you in ways that hurt you. But the very intensity of their confusion, their pull toward you, their struggle to let you go, and their constant need to keep some thread of connection alive are all signs that your place in their heart is not small, random, or replaceable. You did not imagine the depth. You did not exaggerate the bond. Something real happened to them when they met you. Something that shook their old patterns and woke up parts of them they have spent a lifetime trying to keep asleep. The avoidant person often shows they want you most in the places where they seem the most confusing. One sign is how they react when your attention goes to other people. They may become quiet, cold, or a little distant when they sense you are interested in someone else. They might make small comments about the people you spend time with, or suddenly start reaching out more when they feel you pulling away. They may even give opinions about your dating life, even though they were the one who ended things. This territorial energy shows they still see you as theirs on some level, even if they cannot fully step into a relationship with you. Another sign is how they compare others to you. They might date new people, but those connections feel flat next to what they had with you. They bring up things you used to do or qualities you have when they talk about what they want in a partner. Sometimes they even admit that no one has matched what you gave them. When you become the standard in their mind, it means you are not just one more person. You are the person they secretly measure everyone else against. You can also see it in their vulnerability. With you, they might share stories, fears, or past wounds that they usually keep locked away. They may cry in front of you, ask for your support during hard times, or admit things that make them feel small or weak. They do not do this with everyone. This selective softness shows that you feel safer to them than most people. They trust you enough to let the mask slip, even if only for a moment. That makes you both the one they want and the one they fear, because you have seen a side of them they usually hide. Their behavior toward you also stands out when it comes to effort and availability. They might try harder with you, plan more meaningful moments, remember your details, or show up when it really matters. Or, on the other side, they might be more inconsistent, more hot and cold, more up and down with you than with anyone else. Both patterns point to the same truth. Where they feel the most, their system reacts the most. If you were truly casual to them, they would not swing so strongly between closeness and distance. When they create distance, their reasons often sound unclear or shaky. They might say they are not ready for a relationship, yet still date others casually. They might call you incompatible but struggle to give real reasons. They might say they need space, then message you when they feel you moving on. Their explanations do not fully match their actions because the real problem is inside them. It is not about your worth. It is about their fear of intimacy, their need for control, and old wounds they have not healed. Their defenses are usually strongest with the person who matters most. They might be more critical, more withdrawn, or more confusing with you than with almost anyone else. From the outside, it can look like you are the one they care about least. In reality, their nervous system is most triggered where they feel the most vulnerable. Strong defenses mean strong feelings. If you did not affect them deeply, they would not need such heavy emotional armor around you. Sometimes the people around them make this even clearer. Friends or family might say they have never seen the avoidant person this affected by someone. They might tell you that your name comes up a lot, or that the avoidant seems more conflicted with you than with anyone before. These outside voices often see what the avoidant cannot say out loud, that you are different, that you reached them in a way others have not. All of this feeds the push-pull dynamic. When their desire for you is stronger than their fear, they move closer. They reach out, make plans, open up, and let you feel their warmth and interest. In these moments, their feelings are real. They are not usually faking it. They are allowing themselves to want you. But as closeness grows, so does their anxiety. They notice they are thinking about you all the time, that you affect their mood, that losing you would hurt. For them, these normal signs of attachment feel like danger. When that fear rises, their protective system takes over and the pull phase begins. They step back, they answer more slowly, they cancel plans or say they are busy. They may become cold, critical, or suddenly unsure. Some will pick fights or create distance without clear reasons. Others just fade out and go quiet. It is not that they stopped caring, it is that caring too much feels unsafe. From your side, this roller coaster can be extremely painful. One moment you are sure they care, the next you are left doubting everything. It can make you question yourself and your reality. But when you see the pattern as a struggle between their fear and their desire, you understand that their inconsistency is not a measure of your value. It is a measure of their inner conflict. Knowing this does not mean you have to accept chaos. You still have the right to want stability, clarity, and emotional safety. You can choose boundaries. You can decide how much push-pull you are willing to live with. It may be true that you are the person they secretly want most, but it is just as important that you become the person who chooses, above all, a relationship where love and consistency can exist at the same time. The more closeness an avoidant person feels in the push phase, the more intense their pullback usually becomes. For them, more emotional closeness does not feel safe. It feels like pressure and danger. So when things start to feel too close, their system reacts by creating distance. The pull phase is how they try to calm their anxiety. By pulling away, they get space from the intensity that scared them. At the same time, they are quietly watching how you respond. Do you chase them, stay calm, or back off completely? This tells them how attached you are and how much power you might have to hurt them. The pull phase also protects them from feeling too vulnerable. By withdrawing, they make real intimacy impossible for a while, which makes them feel safer inside. It can even act like a subtle punishment, often without them realizing it. You got too close. You made them feel too much. And on some level, they are pushing you away for that. None of this means you did something wrong. It is about their internal fear and their way of managing that fear by creating emotional and sometimes physical distance. While they are pulled back, they are not always calm. Many avoidant people feel their own distress in this stage. They may miss you while they ignore you. They may think about you while not replying. They may feel guilty for disappearing or causing confusion. They might even wonder why they keep ruining something that felt good. But this inner conflict rarely turns into quick, honest change. Instead of coming back with clarity and new behavior, they usually stay distant until their anxiety about closeness drops, until they feel in control again, or until missing you becomes stronger than their fear. When they shift back into the push phase, it is usually because their desire for connection has grown again in the distance. After enough space, they start to feel safe and begin to long for you again. then they reappear. Often, they come back as if nothing serious happened, with a simple message like, "Hey," or "How are you?" They expect to pick up where you left off, even if you spent days or weeks feeling confused and hurt. If they explain their absence at all, it is usually in a soft or vague way, busy, stressed, overwhelmed. They rarely fully name their avoidant pattern. Once they are back, they can be warm, engaged, and affectionate again. The closeness returns, and for a while things feel good and hopeful. Then, as the connection deepens, the old anxiety comes back and they pull away again. The cycle repeats. For you, this push-pull pattern is draining. It leaves you unsure of where you stand, always bracing for the next pullback, trying to hold on to the good moments while fearing the distance that usually follows. It can help to know that this pattern is not random. The push-pull usually shows up with the person who matters most to them. With people who do not matter as much, they often stay at a steady distance. They do not move in very close, but they also do not create such intense cycles. The fact that they keep coming toward you means they want you. The fact that they keep pulling away means they are scared of how much they want you and of how exposed they feel. Both movements come from the same truth. You matter to them in a way they do not know how to handle. The most painful part is this. Even if they only want you, that does not mean they can actually be with you in a healthy way. Their love or desire does not automatically turn into emotional capacity. Their wounds and defenses are still stronger than their wish for a stable relationship. This means that love is not enough. Chemistry is not enough. Being the person they want most is not enough to break through the walls they built long ago to protect themselves. Their fear of intimacy, their terror of being hurt, and their belief that closeness is dangerous are more powerful than their feelings for you. They may see you as special, they may love you, but their defensive system still wins. As a result, they cannot keep the level of consistency, presence, and commitment that you need. You become the person they want and also the person they cannot fully allow themselves to have. You are both their deepest desire and their biggest emotional risk. This puts you in a very hard position. On one side, there is real connection and real feeling. On the other, there is a lack of reliability, a constant pattern of pulling away, and deep limits in their ability to stay close. Being the person they want most does not make this safer. In many ways, it makes it harder, because you trigger their strongest defenses. It is true that some avoidant people do the deep work to change. They may go to therapy, face their fears, and slowly learn how to stay present. But this process is rare and difficult. It requires them to sit with the feelings they have always avoided, to question old beliefs, and to practice vulnerability even when everything in them wants to shut down. Most do not take this path. They repeat the same story with different partners, so you are left with a painful truth. Their feelings for you may be real, but they are not enough. Relationship needs action, not just emotion. It needs consistency, honesty, communication, and effort. If they cannot turn their inner wanting into steady behavior, the relationship cannot truly work as it is. Hoping that your love, patience, or understanding will one day fix their pattern usually leads to long-term pain. Avoidant patterns do not heal simply because someone good loves them. They shift only when the avoidant person decides to confront their own fear and stays committed to that work. This means you face a choice. You can accept the limited, unstable relationship they are able to offer right now, or you can walk away from someone you care about who also cares about you but cannot meet your needs. Staying in the middle, waiting and hoping without seeing real change, is what hurts the most. It keeps you tied to potential instead of reality and blocks you from being fully available to someone who already knows how to show up. Most importantly, Their inability to be with you in a healthy way is not a judgment on your worth. Their struggle is about their limits, not your value. You could be ideal for them, and they would still battle the same fear and patterns. Their behavior reflects their capacity, not your goodness. So you are called to watch what they actually do, not just what they feel or say. They might say, "You are the one they want." They might mean it. But if their behavior is inconsistent, if they disappear, if they avoid commitment, you have to trust their actions. Your emotional reality is shaped by how they show up, not by what they claim to feel. They may only want you, and that wanting may be real, but until they choose to face their fears and build the ability to stay close, that love remains trapped behind their defenses. You may already be ready for the kind of relationship both of you say you want. The question is not whether they want you. The question is whether they are actually able to be the partner you need, and whether you are willing to live with the gap between their feelings and their actions.